I want you to picture something for a moment. You are at a party. Or maybe you are just standing in line at a coffee shop. And you see her. She is beautiful. She has this energy about her that you cannot quite explain. And for one split second, you feel that spark. You want to walk over. You want the conversation to just flow naturally. You want her to enjoy being around you. And then it happens. The freeze. Suddenly, your mind stops being a social tool and starts being your worst enemy. What do I say? How do I keep this going? Will I sound awkward? Why does this feel so forced? You glance over at your friend across the room and he is already deep in conversation with a woman, laughing, relaxed, completely at ease. And you think, what does he have that I do not? Here is the answer. And it is going to change everything for you. He does not have better lines. He does not have a secret script. He just understands one thing that most men never figure out. Conversation is not about the words you transfer from your mouth to her ears. It is about how she feels when she is standing next to you. When you truly understand that, the anxiety does not just get smaller. It disappears completely. That is what human desires is here to help you build. Not tricks. Not tactics. A real transformation in how you show up. Let us get into it. The reason most conversations die before they even begin is because you are not actually in the room. You are in your head. You are running a mental screenplay the entire time. Is this topic interesting enough? Should I ask about her job? Should I tease her? What if she gets offended? You are trying to have a conversation and direct a movie at the same time. And she feels that split attention even when she cannot explain it. Here is something about women that most men underestimate. Women are incredibly accurate readers of energy. Not consciously. Instinctively. If you are analyzing your every move, she senses a wall. Her gut tells her something is off. And here is the golden rule that human desires is built on. Tension kills connection. Every single time. You could say the funniest, most perfectly crafted line in existence. But if your energy is nervous and approval-seeking, it will not land. It will feel try hard. On the other hand, you could say something as simple and ordinary as, today was kind of crazy. And if your presence is calm, your voice is grounded, and you are not rushing to fill every silence, she will lean in. Because it feels good to be around that energy. Now I want to speak directly to the men watching this who are naturally quiet or introverted. Because you have probably been told your whole life that you need to be louder. More outgoing. The life of the party. And I am here to tell you that is completely wrong. Quiet men have a massive advantage in attraction that they almost never use. The loud guy performs. He talks at women. He juggles jokes and stories trying to keep her entertained. And that is exhausting for her. But you, the quiet and observant man, you naturally do the thing that is hardest to fake. You listen. You notice details. You make her feel understood rather than entertained. And here is the truth. Women do not want to be entertained nearly as much as they want to feel understood. Think about music for a moment. Music is not just the notes. It is the silence between the notes that creates the rhythm. Conversation works exactly the same way. When you are comfortable in your quietness, it reads as confidence. The loud man is screaming, "Look at me, please validate me." The quiet grounded man is projecting, "I am completely comfortable with who I am. I do not need to perform for you." That energy is magnetic, and you cannot fake it. But before we even talk about what to say, we have to fix the vessel the words come from. We have to fix your presence. Here is what I want you to do right now while you are watching this. Drop your shoulders. Let them fall naturally. Unclench your jaw. Now breathe, not into your chest, into your belly. Let your stomach expand fully. Do you feel that shift? That instant drop in tension? Your nervous system is communicating before your mouth ever opens. If you walk up to a woman tense and rushed, she mirrors that tension immediately. If you walk up slow, grounded, and relaxed, she mirrors that relaxation. And the entire dynamic changes before a single word is spoken. There is a saying from the military that applies perfectly here. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. In attraction, slow is confident. Insecure men rush because they are trying to get everything out before she has a chance to reject them. Confident men move slowly because they know they are worth listening to. Take one deep breath before you say hello. It changes everything. Now you are grounded. You are present. So what do you actually say? Stop looking for the perfect opener. The perfect opener does not exist. What works is something honest and human. The best way to start a conversation is simply to comment on the shared reality you are both standing in. At a coffee shop, you say, "I have been staring at this menu for 5 minutes and I still cannot decide." What are you getting? It is simple. It is real. It is human. At a party, you say, "You seem way too calm for how chaotic this is. Mind if I join you for a minute?" That works because it is a compliment on her energy, not just her appearance. On a direct approach, you say, "Hey, I know this is random, but I saw you and I just thought you had a really great presence. I wanted to come say hi." Notice the pattern across all three. Normal, simple, human. And after you say it, stop. Do not rush to fill the silence. Look at her. Smile. Breathe. Let the moment be real. Because when you stop performing, you give the conversation permission to actually breathe. Now she has responded. How do you keep it going without running dry? Stop asking for facts. Start asking for feelings. Most men do interview mode. Where are you from? What do you do? How many siblings do you have? That is a job application, not a conversation. Instead, when she mentions something, go into the feeling behind it. If she says she just moved to the city, do not ask how long she lived in her last place. Ask, "Wow, big change. How does it feel starting completely fresh somewhere new?" Now she is not giving you data. She is sharing her world with you. Her excitement, her fears, her experience. And that is where real connection lives. When she answers emotionally, validate it and expand. She says it is exciting but a little scary. You say, "Yeah, that mix of freedom and uncertainty is its own kind of rush." Now you are inside her emotional experience. That is attraction. Not the facts, the feelings. And as the conversation builds, do not wait for it to drift. Lead it forward. Suggest moving somewhere quieter. Suggest grabbing a coffee another time. Leadership keeps the energy alive. A conversation that goes on too long without direction slowly dies. What about silence? What if you run out of things to say? You never actually run out of things to say. You just stop listening deeply enough. Every sentence she speaks has threads in it. If she mentions the beach, ask if she is an ocean person or a pool person. If she mentions her weekend, ask if she usually escapes the city when she can. She is giving you the entire script. You just have to pick up what she is dropping. And if silence does come, do not panic. Sit in it. Look at her. Smile. Sometimes you can simply say, "You have really expressive eyes." And suddenly the silence is not awkward. It is intimate. Now here is where most men undo all their progress. Agreeing with everything she says to avoid conflict. If she hates a film you love, do not suddenly hate it too. Disagree with a smile. Say, "No way, that film is a masterpiece. You have terrible taste." That kind of playful pushback shows you have a spine. And women are deeply attracted to a man with his own perspective. Oversharing too soon. Keep it light early. Save the depth for when you actually know each other. And stop rushing the connection. Attraction is a dance, not a race. The men who try to force depth in the first 20 minutes always trip over themselves. All of these mistakes come from the same place. Fear. Fear that you are not enough. Fear that if you do not hurry, she will leave. But calm dissolves fear every time. And the more comfortable you become inside your own skin, the more effortless every conversation becomes. You are not there to entertain her. You are a man looking for a real connection. Stop chasing it. Start allowing it. The next time you see her, take a breath, drop your shoulders, and just say hi. You will be amazed at what happens when you stop trying to be perfect and simply start being present.